Hey friends, so today I'm making a pot roast. It is the weekend and I have time to get this done, and I also can chill out by putting it in the oven and letting it do its thing for 3 hours. I'm going to have the instructions to the recipe in the video description. You're going to start off by getting at least 4 to 5 pounds of chuck roast. I like to rinse my meat off and I make sure that I pat it dry before I add any of the seasonings to it. And again, as I mentioned before, I'll have everything on my website and I'll have a link to that in the video description. Once you have added all the seasonings onto the chuck roast, you want to do this on the top side, turn it over, add some more seasonings to the underside of the chuck roast. And once all of that is done, you're going to get a Dutch oven or a large skillet and you're going to add some butter. I'm using like 6 teaspoons of butter as well as some olive oil. I like to add olive oil to the butter so that it doesn't burn as fast. And then I'm going to add that chuck roast there. I have this on a medium heat and I am searing this chuck roast for about 5 to 6 minutes. Next, I'm going to take some onion soup as well as some beef base and some Worcestershire sauce. I know I messed up that name, but yes, I'm going to use this sauce and I'm going to get all that together, put it in the bowl with 2 cups of water, and I'm going to pour it into this Dutch oven that I'm using. And I'm adding it to the sides of the chuck roast because again, I don't want to like get rid of those seasonings that I have on there. There's some onion flakes that are in that bowl. I also added that to the Dutch oven too, as well as these vegetables. I'm using mushrooms, onions, potatoes, and bell peppers, and some celery. I'm going to add that to the Dutch oven on the sides of the meat as well as on top of the meat. And I have an oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to cover this Dutch oven with the top and I'm going to bake it for 3 hours in the oven. And that's basically going to slow cook this chuck roast. And then there you have it. The chuck roast is done. It is very tender because I've been, again, slow roasting it for 3 hours on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can let it rest for about 10 minutes before serving, and that will make the slicing the chuck roast much easier too. So yeah, it's very juicy. It is tender. Your fam will love this. And again, the recipe link is in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, like, or share this video too.